Very good morning, students. So, how are you all? I hope that you are all keeping fine. So, in this video, I am going to explain you unit number 7, prose lesson, The Dying Detective. This is an interesting story that I am going to explain you. Okay, unit number 7, prose lesson, The Dying Detective, written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Okay, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, The Dying Detective. Okay, before that, we must know about the glossary. Okay, that one we will understand the difficult words in this lesson. Okay, so see the glossary. First one is gaunt. Gaunt mean what? Lean and thin, especially because of suffering and hunger or age. So because of age, because of hunger, because of suffer from some disease. So the man or woman look like very thin, that's mean gaunt. Gaunt means very thin. Okay, second one, twitched. Twitched means do short sudden jerking movements, sudden emotions, sudden behavior, jerking movement, short and sudden jerking movements. Okay, jerking means some the person who suffered from some critical disease, no, if you want to touch there mean, so for example, mm, if you have a wound in your leg means, if I want to touch the wound means, you give a short and sudden jerking moves. No, hey, no, that that is the sound, twitched. Okay, contagious means spreading of a disease from one person to another by direct contact, like coronavirus. Do you know coronavirus is a contagious virus? Okay, contagious means spreading disease. Okay, then groan mean make a deep inarticulate sound conveying pain or despair. Groaning means groaning voice, that understand very well. Groaning means murmuring sound, because of pain, because of suffering from some disease, you are suffering from pain. If you are suffering from pain, you are groaning, you are murmuring yourself. That is called groaning, make a deep inarticulate sound. Okay, then plague. Plague means contagious bacterial disease characterized by fever. Because of fever, we can receive some viruses. Plague means plague. No, plague disease. You know very well. Contagious bacterial disease. Okay, this is a spreading disease. Then bolted. Close the door with a bar that slides into a socket. Bolted. Close the door with a bar. So suddenly you are closing the door. Suddenly close the door. That one we will receive some sound. No, that bolted. Okay. Then mantelpiece. Mantelpiece means shelf. Shelf. So which is in our house. Okay, shelf. A structure of wood or marble above or around the fireplace. Fireplace. So above or around the fireplace, ground floor, we can put it something, some other things. Mantelpiece means shelf. Then half crown, a farmer fetish coin. This is a coin. In India, we are saying rubai, rupees. No. Then half crown is a farmer fetish coin equal to 2 shillings and a sixpence. Then tongs. Tongs means a device. This is a device used for picking up objects instead of two long pieces free at one end and fresh together at the other end. That's mean corrode, corrode. A device. This is a device for picking objects. Some other objects, if you want to, for example, any heat objects, if you want to take, you have to use corrode. So that's tongs. Instead of two long pieces free at one and pressed together, we can get some tightness, so we can lift it. So then next one, delirious means disturbed state of mind characterized by restlessness. Delirious means disturbed state of mind. So for if he couldn't sleep, if he didn't sleep for last 2 days means, we have a disturbed mind, delirious mind characterized by restlessness. Without rest, we can get in the delirious mind. Then final one, frail. Frail means weak and delicate. weak and delicate, very weak, very thin because of suffering or hunger or age. You can uh, goes into very weak and thin. Then startle means felt sudden shock or alarm. Okay, felt sudden shock, sudden emotions. It's called startle. And then scuffle means to have a sudden short fight. Suddenly we can fight. Suddenly someone fight themselves. It is scuffle, small fight. Okay, I hope that you have understood the glossaries. Now we will enter the story. First, we must know the characters. Who are the main characters in the story? The adventure of the dying detective. The story, The Adventure of Dying Detective, has only three major characters. Three major characters. Number one, Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. So he's a detective. He's a detective agent. Then Dr. Watson. He's a doctor, and also Sherlock Holmes, the best friend, Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson is a doctor, one who knows about the spreading disease, and he also the friend of Sherlock Holmes. And Culverton Smith. Culverton Smith, the enemy of the story. So Sherlock Holmes, the hero of the story, and the Culverton Smith, the enemy of the story. So Culverton Smith killed his own nephew by spreading the Sumatran disease. Okay. Then three main characters, major characters. Then these three play significant roles in the advancing the plot and getting us to the conclusion of the story. From starting to conclusion of the story, the three major characters roles an important plot. Then three minor characters also make appearances. Three minor characters also make appearances. These are Mr. Hudson and the landlady. The landlady of Sherlock Holmes. Then Mr. Smith's butler. Butler means cooker. So one who work in the large houses. Okay. Butler. Culverton Smith sort of butler. Okay. Then Inspector Morton. These are very minor characters. Three major characters, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson and Culverton Smith. Then three minor characters, Inspector Morton, Smith's butler, Mr. Hudson. Okay. Now I'm going to explain the short summary of the story. The adventure of the dying detective focuses mainly on Sherlock Holmes himself. The story mainly is going to focus the story is going to focus only on Sherlock Holmes, the major character Sherlock Holmes and himself. Okay. So who claims to be quite ill and able to die from Sumatran disease. Actually, in beginning of the story, Sherlock Holmes suffered from some Sumatran disease. Okay, the story, the dying detective, is focused mainly on Sherlock Holmes and himself. So, in the beginning of the story, he suffered from the Sumatran disease. Then Mrs. Hudson, his housekeeper, is quite worried about him. Mrs. Hudson worried about the Sherlock Holmes' body conditions. Sherlock Holmes' body is gaunt, very thin. He didn't eat or drink any other things the last 3 days. So Mrs. Hudson, his housekeeper, quite worried about him. So Mrs. Hudson convinced Dr. Watson to visit him in the apartment. So suddenly Mrs. Hudson called Dr. Watson to visit him in the apartment. Once Watson has seen also Sherlock Holmes, he too convinced that Holmes is dying. Okay. Suddenly, Mrs. Hudson called Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson came, and suddenly he saw his friend Sherlock Holmes. He too convinced that Holmes is dying. So he leaves to fetch the one person who Holmes claims to can save him. So he planned to call a doctor, one who is the specialist of Sumatran disease. But but Sherlock Holmes Sherlock Holmes doesn't allow him to call the doctor. He called one person, the Culverton Smith. He only knows about that Sumatran disease. Okay, Watson returns to Holmes' apartment before Smith. So Sherlock Holmes asked Watson to call Converton Smith in his apartment. So before that, Sherlock Holmes warned Watson. Watson must be returned before Smith. Watson should call the Converton Smith before that. And moreover, Watson comes first. Should come before the arrival of the Converton Smith. And Heights begin the bed. So sorry, Watson returns to Holmes' apartment before Smith. Finally, okay, and hides behind the bed in the order to overhear what Smith and Holmes discuss. Okay, the next room, Dr. Watson hide in the bed. Why? In order to overhear what Smith and Holmes discuss. Smith admits to Holmes that he killed in his own nephew. Smith admits to Holmes that he killed his own nephew. Culverton Smith killed his own nephew. So that the detective agent Sherlock Holmes planned to arrest Culverton Smith. Okay, so that only he uses Watson to call Culverton Smith. So and also that he sent Holmes a package designed to infect him with the same disease. So Culverton Smith killed his own nephew. So the detective agent Sherlock Holmes planned to arrest Culverton Smith, but Smith decided to infect him with the Sumatran disease, same disease to infect him and planned to kill Sherlock Holmes. So that only Sherlock Holmes planned to arrest Smith. So finally Holmes asks Smith to light the gas. This is a signal. So this is a signal the presence of an investigator who is waiting outside to come inside and arrest him. So outside of the room, our minor character Inspector Morton waiting in the room. So waiting at the next door. Suddenly she light up the gas. This is a signal to Inspector Morton. Suddenly the investigator who is waiting outside to come inside and arrest Smith. Okay. So finally the Watson come to know these are all acting. Sherlock Holmes actually he didn't affect from any disease. So actually he acted. Why? He wanted to arrest Smith. Okay. I hope that you have understand the story. Okay. So let's we explain the free text line. Okay. I will explain the line by line. So the adventures of the dying detective has been adapted from radio and film and television. Okay. So it has been 2 years since Dr. Watson married and moved out of the apartment which he once shared with his friend Sherlock Holmes. It has been 2 years since Dr. Watson married and moved out of the apartment which once shared with his friend Sherlock Holmes. So actually, 2 years in Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes lived in the same room. So 2 years ago, Dr. Watson married and moved out of the apartment which he once shared with his friend Sherlock Holmes. But Sherlock Holmes lived in the same place. One day in November, Holmes' landlady, housekeeper of Sherlock Holmes, Mrs. Hudson goes to see Watson. Goes to see Watson. She tells him that Holmes is dying. So already we know the story. Mrs. Hudson goes to see Watson. Why? She tells Watson that Holmes is dying. Sherlock Holmes is dying. He has had nothing to eat or drink for 3 days. Who? Sherlock Holmes. He didn't eat or drink for 3 days. He has been getting steadily worse throughout the time but has refused to see a doctor. He, day by day, last 3 days, he didn't eat or drink. Day by day, he looks like very thin, can't. But he refused to see a doctor. So he has finally allowed Mrs. Hudson to fetch Watson, but still refuses to any other doctor. Finally, allowed Mr. Hudson to fetch Watson, but still refused to any other doctor. Sir Hudson also requested Watson to call a doctor, but Sherlock Holmes refused everything. Then Watson enters Holmes' bedroom and is struck by how ill his friend looks. Watson enters Holmes' bedroom and struck by how ill is his friend. Suddenly, Watson enter the home. Sherlock Holmes. He struck. He wondered how ill his friend. He speaks in weak and croaky voice and constantly gasps for air. So one who is looking very serious. No, he speaks in weak and croaky voice, constantly gasps for air. While speaking, Holmes often stays off the subject and begins talking about the half-grown coins and oysters. Holmes often strays off the subject and begins talking about the half-grown coin and oysters. According to the Holmes, he is suffering from tropical disease, which is usually confined to Sumatra. Okay, so he speaks in a very croaky voice. Who Sherlock Holmes. While Sherlock Holmes speaks, often strays off the subjects, begins talking about the half-grown coins. He speaks about the coins and oysters. According to Holmes, he is suffering from tropical disease. He told Watson that he suffered from tropical disease, which is usually confined to Sumatra. So, which disease usually in the Sumatra place. So this disease spreaded in his body, like that he told. Holmes says that an investigation recently took him to the docks in the east end of London and that he must have caught the disease through the contact with Chinese sailors or that. Actually, Holmes said that an investigation recently took him to the docks in the east end of London. So actually, recently Holmes went to London, and there he wanted to meet some Chinese sailors there. So the disease, Sumatra disease, contagious disease, spread him. Like that, he told it to Watson. Then Sherlock Holmes refuses to allow Mr. Dr. Watson to examine him. But Sherlock Holmes refuses to allow Dr. Watson to examine him. Actually, Dr. Watson is a doctor, so he wanted to treat Sherlock Holmes, but Sherlock Holmes refused to allow Dr. Watson to examine him. So, saying that disease can be passed on by touch. If Watson touched the Sherlock Holmes, easily the disease can spread. Okay, when Watson say that would never stop him examining any patient. So actually, Dr. Watson wanted to treat Sherlock Holmes, but Sherlock Holmes didn't allow him. Okay, Holmes says that so Dr. Watson wanted to treat Sherlock Holmes, but Sherlock Holmes didn't respond to him because Holmes says Sherlock Holmes that Watson is not qualified. Holmes says that Watson is not qualified to examine him because he has no specialist. He's a doctor, no, but he has no specialist in Sumatra diseases. So Holmes says that Watson is not qualified to examine him. So knowledge of tropical disease. Okay, Watson is hurt by the remark but offers to fetch a specialist. So Watson hurt by the remark. So actually, Watson is a doctor. So he wanted to refuse. He wanted to treat Sherlock Holmes, but Sherlock Holmes refused him. Why? He told him that Watson is not qualified to examine him because he has no specialist in the tropical disease. At the same time, Watson is hurt by the Sherlock Holmes board, but offers to fetch a specialist, naming 3 acknowledged experts in tropical disease who are currently in London. But Watson expressed 3 specialists, acknowledged experts in tropical disease who are currently in London. So as Watson is about to leave and fetch a specialist in tropical medicine, Holmes suddenly springs out of bed, locks the door and takes the key. Okay, so Sherlock Holmes told the Watson is not qualified. Okay, Watson is hurt himself At the same time, Watson tried to three experts in London who are currently in London. He wanted to ask them to treat Sherlock Holmes, but suddenly Sherlock Holmes refused everything. He tells Watson that he can fetch an expert in tropical disease in 2 hours a time. So he wanted to wait. So he wanted to wait in 2 hours. So at 6 o'clock in the evening, Sherlock Holmes told Watson to fetch a specialist on who is in Sumatra. So, however, the specialist whom Watson fetches must be the man that Holmes names and nobody else. So, finally, Sherlock Holmes told the three names. Sherlock Holmes told one man name to Watson. To at sharp at 6 o'clock, he wanted to meet him. He wanted to uh, meet him. Okay, but this is the name is Culverton Smith. But Watson getting confused. So no one, the specialist whom Watson pitches must be the man that Holmes names and nobody else. Then finally Holmes appears to fall asleep. Little bit Holmes appears to fall asleep. Watson grows restless and begins to look around Holmes. Watson grows restless because of Watson thinking about Sherlock Holmes' disease. So he restless and begins to look around the Holmes' bedroom. Among the clutter and the mantelpiece. So the mantelpiece, among the clutter and the mantelpiece, he notices a small black and white ivory box. He notices a small black and white ivory box with a sliding lid. Holmes suddenly shouts. So actually, Holmes appeared partially. Holmes is sleeping. So Watson grows restless and begin watching around the bedroom. So he notices a mantelpiece in the white ivory box. He wanted to touch that, but Holmes suddenly shouted Watson not to touch the box. Hey, don't touch. But Holmes suddenly shouted Watson not to touch the box, claiming that he cannot bear to have other people handle his possession. Suddenly, the Watson asked why. The Sherlock Holmes explaining, claiming that he cannot bear, so that he cannot allow other people to handle his possessions. Okay, so Watson is then given the name and address of the old man. Finally, the 6 o'clock reached. Watson is then given the name and address of the man Holmes wishes to treat him. So 6 o'clock in the Sherlock Holmes told Watson to that one man call and treat him. No, that 6 o'clock Watson is then given the name and address of the man Holmes wishes to treat him. Finally, Culverton Smith. He is a Culverton Smith. Watson says that he has never heard of Culverton Smith. Watson doesn't know who are the Culverton Smith. Okay, who is the Culverton Smith? So Holmes is not surprised to hear this because Culverton Smith has no professional medical training. Holmes is not surprised to hear this because Culverton Smith has no professional medical trainer. Okay, however, he knows more about the disease which Holmes claims to be suffering from any other doctor in the world. But Sherlock Holmes told Culverton Smith has no professional medical trainer. However, he knows more about the Sumatran disease, okay, which Holmes claims to be suffering from any other doctor in the world. Like that, Sherlock Holmes told. So Culverton Smith is currently visiting London, but is a resident of Sumatra, where he owns a plantation. Actually, Culverton Smith is currently visiting London, but he is a resident of Sumatra. Okay, currently he visiting London, where he owns a plantation. So he owns a own plantation in Sumatra, but actually he is in Sumatra. He currently visiting London. The plantation is a remote location and it is difficult for aid to reach it. So when there was an outbreak of the disease on his plantation, Culverton Smith was forced to study it himself and became an expert on it. Like that, Sherlock Holmes told. Actually told a lie. So Culverton Smith is a lie. It's an enemy of the story. So he asked Watson to call Smith to treat him. Okay. treating him. So he has no this professional medical trainer. He has own plantation in London. So every plantation he spread the diseases and recover them. So the plantation is a remote location. So it is difficult for aid to reach it. So where there was an outbreak of disease on his plantation, Calvert Smith was forced to study it himself and become an expert. So and Sumatra disease and contagious diseases, Smith as an expert. Okay. So Smith has precise habits and Holmes knew that he would not be in the study of before 6 o'clock. So why they are waiting at 6 o'clock? Before 6 o'clock, Smith in the study room. So he would not be allowed. He would not allow anybody in the reading room. So Holmes acknowledges that Calvert Smith may refuse to treat him. Holmes says Watson that Smith may refuse to treat him. So Watson asked to Holmes asked Watson to suspected Calvert Smith of causing the death of his nephew Victor Savage. So actually Calvert Smith killed his own nephew Victor Savage. Then only the detective agent Sherlock Holmes planned to arrest him. So Holmes suspected Calvert Smith of causing the death of his nephew Victor Savage. Consequently, Smith bears a grudge against Holmes. At the same time, Smith bears a grudge against Holmes. Smith planned one disease to the ivory box to Holmes. Planned to kill also Holmes. So, however, Watson is told to persuade Smith to see Holmes, not to force him. Watson told to persuade Smith to see Holmes. Okay, persuade. So, Watson is told to persuade. Sherlock Holmes told Watson to persuade Smith. Persuade means compel. So, compulsion. So, persuade means compel. Persuade Smith to Holmes, not to force him. So, don't force. We have to convince. That means persuade means convince. We have to, Dr. Watson convince Smith to come into the house, Sherlock Holmes, to treat him. So Watson also told that he and Smith should not travel back to the homes. So Watson also told that Watson and Smith should not travel back both together to the Sherlock Holmes apartment together. And before the arrival of Smith, Watson should make some excuse to avoid that if is necessary. So Sherlock Holmes asked Watson to come before the arrival of Smith to Sherlock Holmes. Okay, then only he planned. So Watson is also told that he and Smith should not travel back to the homes together. Okay, before the arrival of Smith, Calvert Smith, Watson should come. Okay. Finally, on the street outside Holmes' apartment, Dr. Watson sees Inspector Morton of Scotland Yard. Okay. Once reached Dr. Watson to the Sherlock Holmes' apartment, outside of the street, Inspector Morton is there. So, what Dr. Watson sees Inspector Morton of Scotland Yard. Inspector Morton asked Watson how Holmes is. When Watson says to Holmes is very sick, it briefly seems to Watson that Morton is happy to hear that. Okay. So when Watson says Holmes is very sick, so Watson sees Inspector Morton the outside of this Holmes apartment. Inspector Morton asked Watson to how Holmes is. Okay. Watson says Holmes is very sick. You should come. Inspector Morton should come and see Mr. Holmes. Then only he will be happy. Like that he told. Finally, Calvert Smith instructs his butler to tell Watson that he will not be see anybody that evening. Calvert Smith instructs his butler. Butler means cooker. Already I have told you. Cooker to tell Watson that he will not see anybody that evening. So Watson, however, burst into Smith's house uninvited. So Watson, however, burst into Smith's house uninvited. So without inviting him, anybody, Watson entered. Watson pursued Smith to come to see the dying Holmes. Watson pursued, convinced means, what pursued means convinced. Watson convinced very cruelly and requested Smith to come to see the dying Holmes. As Holmes had instructed, Watson makes an excuse when Calvert Smith suggests that they go Holmes' apartment together. Already Sherlock Holmes told Watson that Watson and Smith should not come back to Sherlock Holmes together. So Watson makes an excuse when Calvert Smith suggests that they go to Holmes and apartment together. So as already they have planned, so Watson arrives back at Holmes' apartment before Calvert Smith. Okay, Holmes tells Watson to hide behind the headboard of this bed and not to move regardless of what happens. So Watson arrives back finally. Holmes tells Watson to hide behind the headboard. Finally, Holmes tells Watson to hide behind the behind the bedroom headboard of his bed and not to move regardless of what happens. Whatever it may be, you should not move. Like that, Sherlock Holmes told Watson. Okay. Finally, Smith arrives. Finally, Smith arrives. Holmes tells him that he is suffering from the same disease which killed Smith's nephew Victor Savage. Holmes tells Smith that he is suffering from same disease which is killed Smith's nephew Victor Savage. So actually, Smith killed his own nephew Victor Savage by using some diseases. The same disease suffered Holmes, like that he told. Calvert Smith says that it was uncharitable of Holmes to point out that he was an expert in the same disease from which his nephew died. Smith says that was uncharitable. So this is mean uncurable. I will not cure, like that Smith told. So point out that he was an expert in the same disease from which his nephew died. Okay, he killed his own nephew by using the same disease he planned to kill Holmes. A disease usually only found in Sumatra, but Victor Savage got in London. Okay, disease usually only he speak about the disease who affected the Holmes and Victor Savage. Okay, actually the disease only found in Sumatra, but Victor Savage cast to London. However, believing that Holmes is dying, Calvert Smith admits that he did kill Victor Savage. He also said that Holmes is wrong to think that he caught the disease from Chinese sailors. So finally, they are argumented. So, okay, they are argumented. Calvert Smith admits that he did kill Victor Savage. He also says that Holmes is wrong to think that he caught the disease from Chinese sailors. So he warned Holmes that should not interrupt the Smith way. Okay. Calvert Smith warned Sherlock Holmes to should not interrupt his way of movement. Okay. So finally they argument themselves. When Holmes asks Calvert Smith to turn up the gas light, Smith happily obliges, happy to be able to see Holmes died more clearly. Okay, finally Calvert Smith planned to kill Sherlock Holmes. Okay, and when Holmes asked Calvert Smith to turn up the gas light, so Calvert Smith asked him to turn up the gas light, but Smith happily obliges, happily accepted, because happy to be able to see Holmes die more clearly. So Calvert Smith wanted to see the death of Sherlock Holmes. So he happily accepted his order, happy to be able to see Holmes clearly. So Sherlock Holmes suddenly appears to recover. Inspector Morton, some another police officer come into the room. So Sherlock Holmes suddenly appears to the recover Inspector Morton and some other. This is a signal. Actually this is a signal for the police. So turn up the gas. Suddenly Inspector Morton and some other police officers come into the room, and the turning of the gas lights is revealed to have been pre-arranged signal between Holmes and Morton. Okay, actually Holmes instructed Morton to this is a signal. So when the gas light on, you suddenly entered into the room. So Calvert Smith arrested for the murder of Victor Savage. Finally, the Sherlock Holmes Inspector Morton arrested Smith for the murder of his own nephew Victor Savage, and the attempted murder of Sherlock Holmes, and he attempted to murder of Sherlock Holmes. The police are told to be careful of the box which they will find in Smith's pocket. Okay, because the ivory box is have some viruses. Okay, so Smith is confident that he will not be convicted, saying that there is no real evidence against him and that is simply Holmes' words against his. So there was no evidence. So Smith was arrested. Holmes tells Watson to come out of hiding. So finally, the one who is hiding behind the bedroom, Watson. So Holmes tells Watson to come out of hiding. Watson heard everything that Calvert Smith said and can testify against him. So Watson heard everything. Finally, so the Calvert Smith culprit. So he killed his own nephew because of killing own nephew. Sherlock Holmes wanted to arrest Calvert Smith. So later, Holmes reveals that he was never really ill. Finally, in the climax of the story, Holmes actually he was never really ill. He believes that Calvert Smith is used a trick box to infect Victor Savage with his disease. So he planned everything. This is a pre-planned activity. Finally, the Watson comes to know this is a pre-planned activity. So he believes that the Calvert Smith used a trick box to infect Victor Savage with the disease. So Holmes was not infected because he has learned to pick cashews of all the packages which he receives in the mail. So Holmes was not infected. Actually, he planned, he acted. Okay, Holmes realized that Calvert Smith could be fooled into making a confession if he believed that his detective was dying. So Sherlock Holmes decided to fool a convention made decide to fool to convince me if he believed that the detective was dying. The only thing, if Smith believed only, we can arrest him. Like that, Holmes planned. Holmes says that it was necessary to fool Mr. Hudson in order to fool Watson, because it was necessary to fool Watson because Watson is not a convincing liar. Watson is not a convincing liar. So that the Holmes don't want to know this matter to Watson. Okay, Mr. Sherlock Holmes wanted to arrest Calvert Smith, so she fooled him. Then why Mrs. Hudson and Watson too fooled by Sherlock Holmes? The reason is there. So Watson is not convincing liar. He is not a convincing liar. He never could have pursued and convinced Smith that Holmes was dying if he did not believe it himself. First, Watson believed Sherlock Holmes is suffering from some other disease. Then only he persuaded Smith to arrest him. So that the Sherlock Holmes fooled both of them. So Holmes appeared to be seriously ill largely because he had not had anything to drink for 3 days. So he affected. So he that's mean whatever it may be involved. So he involved his duty. The involvement is very interesting. So the Sherlock Holmes involved in his duty, involved in his job. So he took seriously he had not eaten, he had anything to drink for the 3 days. So his look was accentuated by some improvised makeup. So he put some makeup like suffering from fever, some other disease. So Holmes did not allow Watson to examine him because as a competent doctor. Holmes did not allow Watson to examine him because he is a competent doctor. If he allow Watson find out. So Watson easily find out that Sherlock Holmes didn't affect from any other disease. So only he allowed. So Watson would soon realize that the detective was not sick at all. Finally, the Watson would soon realize that the detective was not sick at all. Okay, students, I hope that you have understood very well. So once again, I am explaining short in Tamil. Okay, வேறு ஒன்றும் இல்லை, ஷெர்லாக் ஹோம்ஸ்ன்றவர் மெயின் கேரக்டர். அவர் ஒரு டையிங் டிடெக்டிவ். வாட்சன்றது அவரோட ஃப்ரெண்டு, மிஸ்ஸஸ் ஹட்சன்றது அவங்க தங்கியிருக்க வீட்டோட ஓனர், லேண்ட் லேடி. ஸோ இவர் வந்து லேண்ட் லேடி வந்து பார்க்குறாங்க. மிஸ்ஸஸ் ஹாட்சன் மிஸ்டர் ஷெர்லாக் ஹோம்ஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப 3 நாள் ரொம்ப ஒரு டிசீஸ்னால் பாதிக்கப்பட்டு ரொம்ப உடல் விழிஞ்சு போயிருக்காரு. வாட்சனை கூப்பிட்டு பார்க்க சொல்கிறாங்க. வாட்சனை வந்து தொட விட மாட்டுறாரு. இந்த தொட்ட அந்த டிசீஸ் வந்து என்ன செய்யும், ஒட்டிக்கிறோம் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி சொல்கிறாரு. ஸோ ஒட்டிடும் சொல்லிட்டு இவரையும் ட்ரீட் பண்ண விட மாட்டுறாரு. ஸோ உங்களோட எனி ஸ்பெஷலிட்டி கூட்டி வரோன்னா அவங்களையும் அலோவ் பண்ண மாட்டுறாரு. ஸோ கரெக்டாக 6 o'clock கல்வர்டன் ஸ்மித் அப்படின்றவரை போய் நீங்கள் கூட்டிட்டு வாங்க, அவர் மட்டும்தான் இந்த டிசீஸுக்கு சிறப்பான மருத்துவம் கொடுக்க முடியும்னு சொல்லி வாட்சன் அனுப்பி விடுறாரு. ஓகேவா? ஸோ அடுத்த டைம் வாட்சன் என்ன சொல்கிறாரு, வாட்சனும் ஸ்மித்தும் போத் டுகெதர் ஷுட் நாட் கம்பேக்ட் டுகெதர், சேமாக வரக்கூடாது, அதுக்கு முன்னாடி எக்ஸ்கியூஸ் கேட்டு வாட்சன் முன்னாடி வந்துடணும்னு சொல்கிறாரு. ஸோ அதே மாதிரி வாட்சனும் செய்கிறாரு. ஸ்மித்து வராரு. கடைசியில் ஸ்மித் என்ன செஞ்சிட்டாங்க, அரெஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. வை கல்வர்டன் ஸ்மித் வந்து என்ன சொன்னால் அவனோட சொந்த மருமகனை கொலை கொலை பண்ணிவிட்டு ஷெர்லாக் ஹோம்ஸையும் அதுக்கு இடையூறாக இருக்கிற ஷெர்லாக் ஹோம்ஸையும் என்ன செஞ்சிட்டான், இந்த ஒரு சில வைரஸஸை வச்சு கொல்றதுக்கு பிளான் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருந்தான். ஸோ அதுக்காக இது ஏற்கனவே பிளான்லாம் சொல்லியிருந்த இன்ஸ்பெக்டர் மார்ட்டன்னையும் சொல்லி, ஸோ அவரையும் வெயிட் பண்ண வர சொல்லி கரெக்டாக அந்த கேஸ் லைட்டை ஆன் பண்ணால் அதான் சிக்னலாக வச்சு இன்ஸ்பெக்டர் மார்ட்டன் வந்துட்டு கல்வர்டன் ஸ்மித்தை என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்க, அரெஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. ஸோ ஃபைனலி தான் வாட்சனுக்கு என்ன தெரியுது, ஸோ இதெல்லாம் ஒரு நாடகம், இதெல்லாம் ஒரு ப்ரீ பிளானட் ஆக்டிவிட்டி. ஸோ கல்வர்டன் ஸ்மித்தை அரெஸ்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்காக பண்ணப்பட்ட ஒரு நாடகம் அப்படின்றத வாட்சன் புரிஞ்சுக்கிறார். ஸோ அட் த சேம் டைம் எதுக்கு வந்து வாட்சனையும் அவர் வந்து ஃபூல் ஆக்கணும் அப்படின்னா, ஸோ வாட்சன் வந்து ஒரு பொய் சொல்கிற தடுமாறுறவர். ஒரு வேளை இவருக்கு உண்மை தெரிஞ்சிருந்தால் பொய் சொல்லியிருந்திருக்க மாட்டார், ஸ்மித் இங்கே வந்திருக்க மாட்டான். ஸோ அதனால் இவரையும் ஃபுல் பண்ண வேண்டியது ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ ஃபைனலி வாட்சன் நோஸ் எவ்ரிதிங். ஃபைனலி எல்லாம் அவருக்கு தெரிஞ்சு போச்சு. ஸோ இதில் வந்து நம்ம என்ன பார்க்குறோம் அப்படின்னா, ஒரு டையிங் டிடெக்டிவாக அவரோட ஷெர்லாக் ஹோம்ஸோட ஒரு ஜாப் இன்வால்வ்மெண்ட்டை நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். சரியா? ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் அன் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் ஸ்டோரி. ஐ ஹோப் தட் யூ ஆர் ஆல் என்ஜாய்டு வெல். ஓகே, ஸோ ஐ வில் மீட் யூ another one interesting topic. Thank you.